your camera, please, if you don't have any issue. Harsh, Krishna, can you? Okay. So we are all good to start your meeting. So let me check all the road players. So good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to our 419th meeting of Eloquent Toastmaster Club. So I hope you have a very great start today. So let me tell you our club rules and regulations. But before we start, I need to inform everyone that today 419th meeting, and we are very proud to say that our club is continuously improving day by day. So in our Toastmaster Club, we have some 3 ground rules that we do not talk about sex, religion, or politics. So you need to stop this topic on your topic. Next, for our online audience, you need to mute yourself and avoid speaking whenever any speaker is online. Second, you have to so in those concepts, we don't talk about sex, religious, and politics topic. Okay, so we need to stop discussing this topic. Second, turn off your videos if you are not speaking or stepping out from the meeting. As everyone, Toastmasters have 3 missions that we need to achieve in our Toastmaster Club. The mission of Toastmaster Club is to provide supportive and positive feedback and empower to develop your communication and leadership skills. So, in Toastmaster, we have a 3 getters: self-confidence, personal growth, and your personal development. So, I would like to hand over the stage to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Vidushi.
Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, Vidushi, we can hear you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dhaneshwar, for starting the meeting in such an enthusiastic note. I apologize, I will not be able to switch on my camera today. Now, a very warm welcome, everyone, and thank you all for joining our 419th meeting. I would like to know, are there any guests today in the meeting?
Yes, we have.
Yes, Vidushi, we have a couple of them. Yes,
Yeah,
you could
please
come
help
one by one and introduce about
for their
yourself.
introduction.
Everyone, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Rahul. I'm a member of Millennium City Toastmasters Club. I'm currently serving as the president as well, and today I'll be giving this speech. So, yeah, looking forward to giving speeches in a new club in front of you guys.
Welcome, Rahul. All the best for your speech. Is there anyone else?
Yes.
Hey, hi, I'm Pooja. This is my first meeting with any Toastmaster club. Actually, my husband has been attending it in his office, so I thought I'll give us a try. So this is my first ever meet.
Wow.
Glad to have you with us, Pooja. Hope you enjoy your meetings. Anyone else?
No, Vidushi.
Okay.
Vidushi, voice is not coming very clear. Yes. Online, I think we have Shri Krishna.
Shri Krishna, okay.
No, Shri Krishna nahi hai. This is I'm
Oh.
Rahul.
Acha, so sorry. Okay. I guess we are done with the guests now. I would like to hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ashish Agarwal. The stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Presiding Officer Vidushi. Just let me turn the view to gallery. So we have today a guest with us who's attending the Toastmaster meeting for the first time. And also your club is Millennium City Toastmaster Club. Millennium City Toastmaster Club. Interesting. Interesting. Really looking forward. The theme of the day is anyone? Toast to Toastmaster. So why don't we have a glass of water at least? We can't have any better option. I was thinking we should have something wine. I was looking forward in the morning to have fruit wine or something like that. The options were complicated to get so quickly. So let's have a glass of water in front of us. I was thinking, but then the protocols, Sergeant Arm said 3 taboo topic. He'll have 4th taboo topic also next time around. So we will not have the taboo topics. The toast to Toastmaster. And why to raise a toast to Toastmaster? Toastmaster is a big organization. They don't require our toasts. So what is it in it for us to raise a Toastmaster? So we have the toast in front of us, and I'll request the virtual audience also to have something which they can raise in terms of a toast and have a sip of it. And don't have anything too bitter, otherwise your facial expressions might get a little complicated. Yeah. Oh yeah, nice bottle. Nice bottle.
Yes.
The theme is about the Toastmaster. A toast to Toastmaster is about the Toastmaster. And who is the Toastmaster? Isn't it? All of us are, right? Either we are a current Toastmaster or we are future Toastmaster, as the case for Preeti. Right? Looking forward. Before I get to the theme, let me share with you a brief structure of the Toastmaster meeting, especially for the benefit of the guests who is attending for the first time. Toastmaster meeting is divided into 3 parts. First, we have something called prepared speeches. And prepared speeches, as the name suggests, the speakers prepare their content well in advance. They work with their mentors and they come on the stage and deliver the speech to the audience. The timeline of the prepared speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Today we don't have any icebreaker, so that's a 5 to 7 minute speech we'll have. And Toastmaster Rahul is going to be presenting his speech today, along with Toastmaster Bhavna. And Bhavna is here to join us. She'll join us shortly. Aside of it, we have something called table topics. Table topics, we'll not ask you to stand on the table, but the concept of table topic is that on the spot you have to speak for about 1 to 2 minutes. So timeline minimum you have to speak 1 minute. The outer timeline is 2 minutes, and where a topic will be given to you by table topic master Kanupriya today, and you have to attempt that topic instantly. So there is no preparation. Whatever you know about it, whatever you think of that topic, you have to come on the stage. And in this, everybody can participate because there is no prior preparation. And the third section is called evaluation section, where a journal evaluator will evaluate each and every aspect of our meeting, what we did well, what are the aspects which we can improve upon. And coincidentally, today our journal evaluation slot is still open. Yes, Toastmaster Vidushi, have we been able to find one, or we'll catch hold of one of these guys and say, you are our general today. Yeah, we'll have to find one today. Sunil, could you take it? General evaluation just like that. General evaluation is this. You'll take it? Oh, fantastic. So Toastmasters Ganeshwar is going to be Sergeant Arm today and General Evaluator today as well. Super. So we'll soon invite General Evaluator and his team to share about the General Evaluation. Now, starting with the topic, toast to Toastmasters. Before we raise a toast, let me share with you a small story. Around 7 years ago, I met this guy called Ravi Udvela. Name sounds interesting, isn't it? He was a Sri Lankan. And I happened to start working with him. He was reporting to me at that point of time. And there was something very unique about Ravi. He was a very shy, reticent type of person. Typical guy who will be backbencher and not speak in any public forum, not come up and do anything. Mostly in his presentations also, he was not very outspoken. But then when I started working, he was working with the organization for about 8-10 years. And I was in India. While he was belonging to Sri Lanka, he had come to India for expatriation. And his expatriation was 4 years now. So last 3.5 years, he was known as a very shy. But then suddenly something happened. And have you ever seen a caterpillar turning into a butterfly? No?
No.
In the pictures, or movies, or anecdotes. This is used very often that you say a caterpillar, dirty little caterpillar crawling on the ground, and suddenly transformation happens and the caterpillar becomes a butterfly. Actually, I saw that transition happening before my eyes with this guy called Ravi. And from being a shy person, suddenly, I remember when we were giving farewell to my predecessor, he gave a speech which dazzled all of us. We were thinking, what has happened to this guy? And it was proper farewell speech given for his boss. Very, very well done. About a month from then, he presented in one of the forum where our CFO was also there, and his presentation was appreciated as the best presentation amongst the entire lot of 10 odd people who had presented that. I was curious, what's happened? Ravi was used to be a shy, reticent person who never spoke. Perhaps our friend Sunil might be knowing him because Sunil also belonged to Nestle. So then I found out that Ravi Udvela had joined Toastmasters. And we used to have our Nestle club of Toastmasters in our head office. But then for some reason, as you know, the club journey goes, that club died down. But Ravi became a very, very good public speaker. About a couple of years from then, he left our organization and he actually took public speaking as his form. And he started speaking in many forums. But that's about his journey. But from that day, I had this dream that once I'll also join Toastmasters. I started looking for a good club. And you know what I thought? That the club which I should join should be of people like me. People like my professional background, like my age bracket, my skin tone, my size. And I started searching. And you all would have heard, good things come to those who wait. It's said very often, right? Good things come to those who wait. I started waiting. And I started searching. Don't think I didn't do anything. I did a lot of stuff. I started looking for that club which matches the perfect. My Prince Charming. And I started looking for 6 months, 1 year, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. Nothing happened. Then I realized that my search for perfection was perhaps a procrastination. And then I started reading some books, etc. I thought, if at all I can't find club, I can at least start reading books. And some of those books suggested, don't look for that perfect option. Join whatever you get. And that was the time when I joined Toastmasters, finally in the year 2020, end of 2020, when COVID had hit. And it was easier to join because it was virtual. So I joined. Before that, there was nothing virtual. As you see, hybrid now. Prior to 2021, there was no club which was hybrid. The only option to attend a club was to go and attend their meetings. And poor me, because I had such a large list of criteria, so I was thinking how to tick all of the criteria. If I have to tick all, I have to perhaps visit 10 clubs meetings, and it's not so easy. So in 2021, I joined. Start of 2021. Over last for 3 years, I would say if I have to look back at the journey, I would say the simple journey was simplified as saying that I learned 3 G's. What are those 3 G's? First and foremost, my learning was that in Toastmasters, what we learned that speech is when you are on the stage and you are speaking, it's not about you. It's about the audience. It's frankly, when I'm saying this, perhaps you would say, what is it? Everybody, it's like that gyan which everyone gives. But mark my words that understanding this, when we are drafting our speech, we get so internalized and we get so mesmerized with our own selves and our own story, our own structures, that it is very difficult to connect to the audience and think what audience would like to hear from you. What is it that will benefit the audience? So 3 dimensions on this one: know your audience, hook your audience, and leave them with something memorable. I think if I have to put the concoction of my journey, I think these 3 parts of the speeches is what I have learned. In the beginning, my speeches were about myself. I'm this and that. No, I'm looking for my Prince Charming. So, but over period, I learned that it's not about yourself. It's about the audience. What is it that you can leave with them? What is it that you can hook them? That whenever you are on the stage, they are doing nothing but paying attention to you. The second key learning was that our journey is like a river. And you know what? So there's something very beautiful about a river, that water has to keep flowing. And if water gets stuck, what happens? It starts smelling, isn't it? Now, our journey comparison to the river is that we are receiving from somebody and giving it to somebody. Here, there is no guru. I am Toastmaster the day today. Tomorrow will be Dhaneshwar. Day after tomorrow will be Mayank. The other day will be Sunil. And we rotate. Each one of us come on the stage. There is no one guru. There is no one teacher here. All of us are teachers. All of us are students. And we ought to receive and we ought to give. And if somehow we are not able to do that, the water becomes stale. And this is, I think, such a deep dimension of a Toastmaster club, that a club or the members will thrive only if this pattern continues. The moment it stops, it starts smelling. Right? So it's the learning was that, of course, I can be president forever. We have one president of a club here. I've been a president. I've been an area director. I've been into different roles. But if you only keep doing those roles again and again, will it help your growth? No. But in case if you are helping someone, if you're doing that role through someone, if you're mentoring someone, that's the time when it helps you learn. Right? And this dimension is extremely important. And I personally, whenever I think of my journey, the message which strikes my head is that the river has to keep flowing. It should not get stuck. So for all of you, keep thinking that how can this river continue to flow? And the third message which I want to leave with all of you is that good things don't come to people who wait. Good things come to people who grab those opportunities. In last 3 years, whatever I've done, there was enough reasons to say no. Right? Health, job, this, that, enough. And perhaps you will think, were you crazy still saying yes? But I still did that. Why? Fine, if we find a struggle, if there is a challenge, there are enough people around us to help us. Right? But sometimes, we become so picky, like my skin tone, my age bracket, my qualification requirement. Right? Sometimes we make it so complicated for our own self that taking that one step become very complicated. So good things will come to people who hustle, who grab each and every opportunity that comes your way, who don't even wait for the opportunity but actually create one. So if you have to learn anything from my journey, and we are going to raise a toast today, but before that, I would like you to pledge on these 3 things. Audience is the king. Remember, connect to the audience. See how your story can leave anything to the audience. Be like a river. Receive, give. 3, don't wait. Grab the opportunity. So here we raise a toast to all the Toastmasters today for a great success of yours as an individual Toastmaster and our club as Eloquent Toastmasters Club. All right, so virtual audience. Yes.
Glass दे दो जनाब आगे
Rahul, can you turn on your camera? So we say 3 cheers to Eloquent Toastmasters Club and all its members. Cheers.
yeah
So let's bring some more energy to this Toastmasters meeting. And after raising the toast, it's the time now to invite our journal evaluator. And I'd like to invite with 3 cheers. Hip hip.
Hooray.
Hip hip.
Hooray.
Hip hip.
Hooray.
Over to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vijay. Good morning, everyone. I am the general evaluator for today's meeting, and I am going to evaluate each and everything that happened in this meeting. But I am not alone here. I have a tag team. So I would like to call my all tag team to come and share the roles and responsibilities. So I would like to call Toastmaster Sir for timer. Thank you, Ganesh. So today I'm taking the role of timer. As a timer, I have a role to note down the timings of your speeches. There are two types of speeches there. First is prepared speeches. Timing would be 5 to 7 minutes. There 5 minutes, I will show the green card on the screen, and after 6 minutes, a yellow card will be shown, and after the end of 7 minutes, a red card will be shown. And for the table topic section, timing would be 1 to 2 minutes. After 1 minute, we have show you the green card. 1 minute 30 seconds, I will show you the yellow card, and after the end of 2 minutes, I will show you the red card. And for the evaluator, time would be 2 to 3 minutes. For 2 minutes, the green card, 2 minutes 30 seconds, the yellow card, and after 3 minutes, red card will be shown. And 30 seconds would be the grace period in prepared speeches as well as table topic section. I will bring my report at the end of this meeting after the call upon by the evaluator. Thank you. Now I would like to call Gamaliel, Toastmaster Vishal, to share the word of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Daneshwar. Good morning, my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. So today I am playing the role of grammarian, and as grammarian, my role is to keep a track on the good usage and the not so good usage of the language during the meeting. As the grammarian, it's also my responsibility to introduce the word of the day and the phrase of the day. So the word of the day for today is zenith. It's spelled as Zenith, and it means highest point or highest moment the one like any person reaches in their life. How we can use it in a sentence: at the zenith of her career, she was considered to be one of the most famous actress of her generation. Coming to the phrase of the day, so the phrase of the day is bite the bullet. It means to do something difficult even if you don't want to, or you can say to be brave in situations where you have no other options. The usage of this word is that the company is going through a financial crisis and the CEO needs to bite the bullet and make some tough decisions to save the business. So in Toastmasters, like whenever someone uses the word of the day and phrase of the day, we give a thumbs up to that person. So I would encourage all the speakers to use both word of the day and phrase of the day during like when they are on the stage. And I'll be presenting my report at the end of the meeting when called upon by our Toastmasters, Daneshwar. Over to you, Toastmaster Daneshwar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vishal. Now I would like to call our counter of the day, Toastmaster Hers, and our new member of our club. Thank you.
So my role today is as an accountant, and the role would be to observe the filler words and filler sounds. Filler sounds would be like and filler words would be like so, like, and also I would observe repetitive use of words, like if I repeatedly say I or we said and then we said, so repetitive words usage.
I'll create my report and I'll present it at the evaluation round of the session. Thank you. Now, our club has introduced a new session, that is Bookmaster, and that will lead by Toastmaster Mayank.
Very good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am the bookmaster for today, and as part of my role, I'll be sharing a short summary of a beautiful book, one of my personal favorites. It's a little deeper, but yet simple books, which I'll be sharing with all of you today. Thank you.
So with that, I and my CAT team will share the report at the end of the meeting. So without any further delay, I'd like to hand over the stage to our Toastmaster today, Toastmaster Asif.
So, my dear Toastmasters, a caterpillar is inside all of us, waiting to transform into a butterfly. And today, over next 1.5 hours, we'll be focusing on the dimension which can help us in that. Before we come on to the topic with a little more details, let me first start the session around our prepared speeches. And we have the second prepared speaker of ours is yet to join. Would you like to take the bookmaster session right away?
Yeah.
Yes, so we can start with the bookmaster and then we will start with the prepared. Sure.
All right, once again, very good morning, everyone. Can you please focus on your studies?
Yeah.
Can you please focus on your food? Can you please pay attention to what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have you heard these kind of statements before? Yes?
Yes.
But has anyone ever told you how to concentrate, how to focus? And that's what this book is all about, which I'm going to discuss today. The power of unwavering focus. We all are living in this era of information revolution, where distractions are all around us. In fact, with us. Therefore, it is important to learn how to focus. The author of this book is a monk turned into a priest. He spent 10 years in a monastery just to learn how to focus. From a monk's perspective, if you want to learn how to focus, you need to first understand how does a mind works. If you know how the mind works, you will be able to control it. If you can control it, you will be able to focus it. You can't focus anything you don't know about. As per the author, if you want to learn how does the mind work, you need to understand the two terms. What is mind and what is awareness? Two terms. What is mind and what is awareness? Mind is a vast area with different sections in it. The sections are happiness, love, joy, sadness, regret, failures, success, relationships, creativity, etc. And awareness is a glowing ball of light which moves around different sections of the mind and lights up that area so you become conscious of it. For example, if awareness is in happy area of the mind, you feel happiness. If awareness is in angry area of the mind, you feel anger. So if someone tells you that my mind wanders a lot, technically that's a wrong statement. Your awareness wanders a lot within the mind. Coming back to the topic, concentration and focus. As per the author, if you can keep your awareness in one area of the mind for an extended period of time, irrespective of the situation, you are focused. And if you can't, you are fully distracted. Let me explain you this complex principle with a simple example. Is this a distraction or not? Everybody is saying yes. My answer is it depends. Scenario number one, I am reading a book. And while I was reading, a notification popped up in my phone. I straight away jumped to my phone I checked that notification and didn't stop after that. I opened Instagram. I started looking at Instagram reels. I kept on scrolling mindlessly, one reel after another. And after 20 minutes, I realized that I was reading the book and I came back to the book. Scenario number two, I was reading the book, notification popped up, but this time I chose to hold my awareness within the book till the time I complete first chapter, then I will go back to my phone. If I am in scenario number two, I am a focused person. If I'm in scenario number one, which unfortunately most of us are, including me, we are distracted. Therefore, I highly recommend this book to all of you. This book has practical tools and tips to stay focused in this highly distracted world. Thank you so much.
Wow, what a deep message. I think with the power of focus, we can really make a difference in our life. And I learned that mobile can be something which is not a distraction always. So, now I pick it out because I need to invite our first speaker. Our second speaker is yet to come, and I'm watching her waiting. Somebody could give her a message and check whether she's coming or not. But we will start with our first speaker, second speaker as first speaker. Yes, but she said she'll be late. He might be even more later, but then perhaps we'll take the speech after table topics if that if she gets even further. Right. So we start with the speech of Toastmaster Rahul. May I first invite Toastmaster Rahul to the stage, please. Right. So Toastmaster Rahul's speech. I am the evaluator of Toastmaster Rahul. And the purpose of Toastmaster Rahul's speech is to for a member to practice the skills needed to connect with the unfamiliar audience. His pathway is presentation mastery, and the project is level 3, part 2. Right, and the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Okay. So I'll be focusing on the aspects of how Toastmaster Rahul will connect to an unfamiliar audience, as the audience is unfamiliar today since he belongs to another business. Right, so we invite him on the stage. Toastmaster Rahul, the roommate diary, Toastmaster Rahul. Stage is yours.
When I started my professional career, I stayed in a PG and I hated it. I did not like the room, the food, and the people around. But I had no options. After a couple of months, I got a proposal from one of my office colleagues. He asked, Rahul, will you be my roommate? It was in demand. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what happened next? I said, yes, I'll be your roommate. I'm giving this speech today because that day I said yes. Having a roommate can be great. You get to share the rent, split the chores, and enjoy the company of others. However, there are times when it might feel like you are stuck in a never-ending episode of the real world. First of all, there is this issue of cleanliness. Some people are neat freaks, while others, let's just say, they're different. Imagine coming home after a long tiring day at work, only to find a sink full of dirty dishes, a pile of laundry in the living room, and a mysterious smell coming from the fridge. Not pleasant, right? My mate always used to complain that this should be here, that should be there, this should be like this, that should be like that. And I had to listen to all those tantrums. Because you see, I have always been a very good listener. Then there is the issue of food. Some roommates are great at sharing food, groceries, and cooking meals together. While others seem to think that your food is their food, and when it actually comes to their food, they have an attitude like, my food is my food and none of your food. Let's not forget about the issue of noise. My roommate used to sing and practice his vocals early in the morning. He was actually a good singer. But if you do this early in the morning, I have no choice but to hate you. Let's not even get started on his snoring habits. Before I moved in, I didn't even know what an earplug was. I had to buy one. Now, if your roommate is in a relationship, then only God saves you. They forget that there are people in the apartment. Once, my roommate was talking with his girlfriend and saying, you know what? I could bring the stars and the moon for you. But hey, you're already the brightest thing in my life. I was like, what the hell? He's making false promises. He has not brought groceries since ages, and he's talking about bringing the stars and the moon. Let's be practical. Despite all these challenges, there are also moments of pure joy. Let's face it, living with roommates can be pretty entertaining. From their crazy dating stories to their wacky fashion choices, they are a never-ending source of amusement. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be giving speeches on the experiences living with them. Then there are financial benefits. Rent, utilities, and other expenses can add up really quickly. When you are living with a roommate, you can split the cost and save money. Plus, if you're really lucky, your roommate might turn out to be a billionaire who insists on covering all the bills for you. It could happen. It did not happen to me. It doesn't mean that it can't happen. There is always someone to rely on. When I used to live with my roommate, I used to watch a lot of horror movies back. Now I live alone, and I swear I have not watched horror movies for a really long time. It always feels like someone is watching or roaming around in the room. My friends, living with roommates can be a roller coaster of emotions, from joy to frustration and back again. They're like family. You didn't choose them. You're stuck with it. And just like a family, they will drive you up the wall. But at the end of the day, you will still love them, or at least tolerate them. So here's to all the roommates out there, past, present, and future. May we all find a little bit of cleanliness and sanity in the chaos. Cheers, and over to you, Toastmaster.
So Rahul, will you be my roommate? Once you get married, you have to start finding a roommate as well, for a purpose which you will understand once you are 20 years plus into your marriage. The ones who are coming nearer, that's why. Super, such a wonderful speech. Continuing the aspect of roommates, in Toastmasters also we need roommates. Why we need roommates? Because this partnership, you all would have heard that in Toastmaster, mentor is allocated to those who are lucky. And those who are luckier, their mentor will be replying to them as well. And those who are the most misfortune, their mentor will be following up with them. Right? Yeah, my mentors are smiling. My mentees are smiling. I'm sorry. Yes, so this relationship with the mentor and mentee helps. But even beyond the relationship of mentor and mentee, to me, what helps, and I always have believed in the power of mentorship, but even more important than mentorship is the power of having a person who is walking the path along with you. you may call them co-traveler, you may call them roommates. So today we call them roommates. Let's see, in Toastmasters, for the benefit of guests, in Toastmasters, everybody has to choose one path. Right? Path is the component in which your learning is designed, is the method in which you're learning. In total, there are 11 paths. You can choose any one path. Right? So all of us have chosen path. Presentation mastery is the path of Rahul, which today he's attending. So let's see how Harsh will be yet to choose his path. So we'll examine him. Kanupriya, what's your path? Presentation mastery? Strategic relationships. Strategic relationships. All right. So who all are strategic relationships here? Who all are having the path of strategic relationship here? No one. Prateek. So Prateek, you have a roommate, Vidushi as well. Yeah, lovely. So you three are the traveler on this path, right? And so what we are going to do? Let me explain that, and then we'll come back to this concept. So to first share with you my journey, the first about a year or so, I didn't really pay so much attention. And I realized I wasn't doing something very smart, right? Because you choose your path, you pay $20 for it. If you're paid for it, better have ROI. Can't have it, right? So $20 is the investment we've made. We have to take every penny out of it, right? $20, which means 2,000 pennies. You take every penny out of it. And you take penny out of it by going through it, right? Now, typically, people advise you first, there are 5 dimensions of each path. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. So people generally advise first you finish level 1, then you come to level 2, then you come to level 3. When I was in level 1, I was asking questions to my mentor about level 3. He was wondering, which level are you? I said level 1, but then the question you were asking was level 3. Because I started 3 levels simultaneously. Because it helps, it's open to you. Fortunately, Toastmaster has not put a restriction that you cannot see what is in level 5 while you are at level 1. So you can see all of them. And this has been my mantra of learning. What I used to do whenever I used to study, I used to just flip a book first. So once you've flipped it, just read it like a novel, right? So once you've flipped it through, then it becomes easier for you to understand chapter 1, right? If you get stuck up on chapter 1, then by the time you end up on chapter 10 or chapter 20, your energy is all gone. So I used to flip it through and then come back to chapter 1. That way, I used to learn smartly. So same I applied here. I scrolled through the entire 5 parts. What is it in it? And I found that very good. Right? So I encourage all of you, go through all your paths and start practicing what is going to come in level 3 in your level 1 itself. That will enhance your learning. And 2,000 pennies. Every penny we have to take out of it, right? So today what we are going to do, we will touch base on this dimension, connect few of you who are on the common journey of the path and have one pledge that in 1 month we'll complete 1 level. There is another benefit of completing levels. If in a Toastmaster year you complete 3 levels, you get a special credit, you get a badge from Toastmasters called Triple Crown. So for that Triple Crown, you have to complete 3 levels in a year, Toastmaster year. Now, who will tell me what is a Toastmaster year?
July to June.
President is right. It's July to June. Yeah. So you have to finish it in July to June. So if you finish your 3 levels in July to June, you get the Triple Crown, right? So target those who are still on level 1 will not have time to complete 3 levels by June. But get on the momentum, complete at least 1 level in a month, right? Those of you who have started, for Harsh, get on it, right? Typically, I have seen people in 2 months completing 5 levels, right? But those are express people, and they perhaps are not taking every penny out of those 2,000 pennies, right? So we have to take every penny. So spend time on it. Don't rush into it. Even if you are at level 4, still you can keep practicing level 1, like me, because every penny, remember. Right. So, and once in a Toastmasters, once you complete 2 complete parts, you take a district role, you take a club EC role, right? Then you become what they call distinguished Toastmasters, right? Distinguished. So I'm on my path to becoming a distinguished Toastmaster. I'm yet to finish one level, one path. I'm sorry. I'm on level 4, about to finish. The 2 paths I plan to finish by December. Then I have already been an area director, taken the roles of EC. And then the other thing is you have to be a mentor of a new club. You have to mentor. If you complete all these requirements, you become a distinguished Toastmaster. A distinguished Toastmaster is a good title in the Toastmaster. It sounds good as well. So that's the journey, right? And if you are in the Toastmaster, as they say, when you are in Rome, be like Romans. So if you are in Toastmasters, then you are not doing all this. Why are you in Toastmasters? Come on, let's grab each and every opportunity which comes in. Very often I've seen hesitance. Nahi, nahi, abhi nahi, mujhe nahi. And I was also like you, very similar. In the first year I thought, no, EC, come on, EC, club EC, what for? But I'll tell you, I realized and join it. And if in 2 months you don't like it, give it up. I'm not the one who will push you to do things which is completely not you. But try it. Don't be like, right? So each of the Toastmaster journey thing, it's a non-profit organization, right? So it's not kept anything. Nothing is designed for itself. Everything is designed for you. And if you don't take benefit of it, you're leaving that money on the table. Would you like to leave money on the table?
No.
Why leave money on the table? Grab it.
Yeah.
So we have quite a few who are doing it, but we have quite a few as well who are like, another terms election is coming up, which will happen another 10-15 days from now. And then your term of the next EC would start. We have term of 6 months. Some clubs have term of 12 months, and that's another advantage. So if you take a role, it's not that the baggage of it you have to carry for 12 months. 6 months will pass just like this, right? So do carry it. I personally would strongly urge you to do that. And this is, remember, the reason of it is what I mentioned, that you have to receive and then you have to give, right? Because this whole part of receiving and giving, you practice once you take the roles, once you become mentor of someone. I was a mentor of someone only once. I was in 6 months. I was just 6 months Toastmasters when I took mentorship of somebody, right? And I would equally encourage all of you to be that, right? Of course, partnering each other helps, no doubt, but equally mentoring others help as well. But we'll come to the mentoring part. Before that, so we have 3 people who are in: Prateek, Vidushi, and Kanupriya. Prateek and Vidushi, could you turn your camera on? Vidushi said she cannot, but Prateek can. Prateek and Kanupriya can come on the stage. So we have 12 flights today. But we'll complete one path in next 1.5 months before June, and complete one level for in 1.5 months, and we'll complete 3 in the coming 6 months. Because that's a full year ahead of you that you can do it. Target having 1 level completion in about 1.5 to 2 months. That's a good enough speed. So with that, you complete 5 levels in about a year, right? So we pledge, right? Prateek, where are you? We can't see you.
Prateek is somewhere in the meeting.
He's here. He's here to pledge. Yes, Prateek. Hand on the heart. So I pledge to complete so you are at level 1 right now, Prateek. So you are completing 2 levels, right? You said, or 1?
2.
2 levels by June.
Yeah, I was planning by 15th of May, but by June, 2 levels.
By June, 2 levels. Super. So Prateek, so follow me. I pledge today to complete.
I pledge today.
Yes. Join us as well. I pledge today. I pledge. Complete X levels. So you can put the number. To complete. Yes.
I pledge today to complete 2 levels by 30th of June.
Wow. Super. Kanupriya, go on.
I pledge today to complete 1 level by the end of May and 2nd level by the end of
Super. take a note that you three, Vidushi, Prateek and you, so you are having one common path. So for everybody's knowledge, first two levels are same for everybody. But still, there are some nuances which are peculiar for strategic relationship pathway. Similarly, there are some nuances which are peculiar towards other pathways. So it's better to connect with people who are pursuing your path. Why? Because A, their goals are same. That's why they have taken that path, or same or similar. Two, their study material is the same. It's like we are in the same sub dimension of the learning, right? And it helps. So stay connected and help each other on this. Yes. So let's give a round of applause to Prateek. She cannot come on the videos. We will take her pledge as granted. She's a presiding officer of us. All right. So now we move to the next person. Anurag, what's your level? What's your path? Dynamic leadership. Yes. Dynamic leader. Who are the dynamic leaders here? One. Only one. Only one dynamic leader. Two dynamic leaders. So see, we have two dynamic leaders. So presiding officer role should be yours next time. We need dynamic leaders, guys. All right. No pressure. Decide what you want. So again, I pledge
To complete my level 1 at the end of this month, May month, and level 2 at the month of June.
Super.
I pledge I have already completed 2 speeches in level 3, but as per your advice, no more. There should not be any hurry, so I am trying to complete all the electives within the level 3. So I will remain stick to level 3 only.
Super. Try and see if you complete, 5-6 months, just complete the level. And the reason of it, and this is where our journeys come together, right? And the club also has a goal for the members to progress. So if we are completing our level, the club benefits, it completes its goals, right? That's how the goals are intertwined. So we are not measured with regard to other things, but we are measured that whether the members are progressing or not. It is treated as a part of that.
Okay, yes. I'll switch to next and then I will switch.
You can, like I'm in level 4, I'll finish my level 4 now. But like you, I am doing all 2,000 pennies. Huh? That's not every penny has to get some, right? So that completely will be on. What's your path?
Presentation mastery.
Presentation. There'll be few. Who are our presentation mastery? 1, 2, 3. Who's 3? Oh yeah, 3. Vishal. Who else? No, Prateek is. All right. So we have 3 people who are in presentation mastery. 4 people. 4 people in presentation mastery. So go ahead. What's your pledge?
I just completed my icebreaker.
So if you have so between the icebreaker to the level 1 finishing, so if you go to your part, there are about 2 or 3 more speeches.
Okay.
Then you can target level 1 completion.
Okay.
I would not encourage you to take so much pressure. No.
Sure.
We don't need that. If we needed that, we would have requested you that. But we don't need that. But target completing in about 2 months time.
Sure.
So in a month and a half, you can target 1. So by end of June?
Yes, I pledge to complete level 1 by end of June.
Super.
I pledge to complete level 1 by the end of June.
Super. Yes, Mr. Vishal.
Yeah, so I am on path level 1 right now. I have completed 2 speeches and will be delivering the 3rd speech next week. So I pledge to complete level 1 by the end of July or August, I would say. Realistic target.
That was pretty conservative, I must say.
Realistic. That's a realistic target.
So if you're done with the 3, then you can connect, and the 3 of you connect with each other. If you have already completed your 3 speeches, then you can do it actually by May itself. So if you're done 2 and you're going to do 1 more, I think you can complete it, because in level 1, it's a very interesting thing. Level 1 first speech is icebreaker. Then they say draft a speech on any topic, right? And then they say refine it, incorporate the feedback, and give the same speech. Now, this is very important. The second time, you have to give the same speech. So, because if the content is different, then you would not know, people would not know, your BP education would not know whether you have incorporated the learnings or not, right? And that's very important. I think two things, people who are on level 1 more specifically, I would encourage you, icebreaker, give free flow. And there are quite a few who don't give icebreaker for months, and I'll not name, but come on the stage, guys. If you have paid 2,000 pennies plus, you're paying 1,000 penny every month, every penny has to be taken out, right? No point of paying money without taking the benefit out of it. Because Toastmaster is, as I said, non-profit organization. It's all for you. If you are not benefiting, then frankly, money is not needed, right? So, for your first icebreaker speech, be free flowing. No need to even take input of your mentor. Be free flowing. If you need help, take it, but be free flowing, right? The second and third speech, make sure you take the input of your mentor on your speech. So how people do it? They do it in two ways. One, they record themselves on a speech. On a Zoom, they'll record themselves, and then they'll send that to their mentor. That, can you suggest this is a better way, right? Because a lot of time, a speech which looks very good on paper does not look good when you give it. Right? So a lot of time, we spend a lot of time on the Word document, but sometimes it is counterproductive, right? So best way is to record yourself giving that speech, send it to your mentor, take inputs. Second best way, you can take a Word draft and send it to your mentor and take. What I would strongly discourage you is to give prepared speech. Right? Because that builds into a wrong habit. The whole advantage of Toastmaster is to have the concept of knowing your audience, hooking your audience. You can't do all this if you're not prepared, right? Then, of course, the concept is wrong, right? If you are not prepared, you are stuck up somewhere, take your time. There's no donkey or anyone rushing behind us. Timeline, we are doing it for our own selves, not for anybody. Right? And if it is for anybody, don't bother. No problem. Right? If you can't do it, and I encourage people, those who think in a month they are busy, in that track sheet of ours, say not available in that month. No pressure at all. Okay. So last thing we should do is put undue pressure on us. It doesn't give any returns. Right? Wo to $1,000 of 1,000 penny of Toastmasters, you pay another 1,000 penny of medicines if you start putting undue pressure on yourself. So don't do that, right? So, but if things are okay, and if you would like to challenge yourself, then do that. Then try to get that return out of the investment which you are doing. And most important investment is actually not money, is the time. Which every week we are spending 2 hours now, and that will give return only if you are here, not there. Right? But the return is very less if you are there, right? And you are observing, but the return is much higher. Right? So see how more and more you can come here. And with that, now we'll invite our table topic master to make sure that all of you come here. Pratik, you are giving us your speech.
No, Ashish, I won't be able to. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thanks for the matter. All right, table topic master, stage is all yours.
Hi, everybody. So, table topic section is one of the most exciting sections that we have in our meeting. And I am playing the role of table topic master today. For the benefit of the guest, table topic section is the part where we get the opportunity to practice our impromptu speaking skills. Other than that, there are speeches which are prepared. So here, when you come on the stage, you will be given a topic to speak on, and you have to talk on it for about 1 to 2 minutes. And I encourage everybody, especially the guests and people who did not come on the stage to talk today, to come forward and take this opportunity, as that's why we are here, to come out of our comfort zone and speak. And it is a no judgment zone. So definitely you must come, and the topics are super easy. So who would like to go? So the topic for you is the power of forgiveness and letting go.
Have you ever find yourself in a situation where you were disrespected? You felt hurt. You felt that there is nothing left at all. And when you analyzed it, you overthought about it, you memorized it over and over again. It was only one person, maybe your boss, maybe your friend, maybe your ex, that was the reason everything happened, or the situation, the kind of mental dilemma you are in. If you have ever been into this situation over a period of time, I'm sure you might have realized that there comes a point in our life when no matter how hard was it, those times were, but when you get in touch with some positive people or wonderful people, it all feels like it happened ages ago. And even if no one reaches out to you, or the person who was responsible for it ever gets in touch with you, someday randomly you will be sitting on a couch or alone in a hill station, and certainly you will mumble to yourself that I forgive you. And as soon as you do it, you feel the a kind of spirit of relax, or a wave of relaxation going through your body. You feel that finally you are healed. Have you ever find yourself in such situation? Toastmasters can clear.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Want to try? So the topic for you is how has COVID impacted our lives?
Okay. COVID has impacted a lot of us personally, professionally as well. So I would like to share some of the personal and professionally how it has impacted. I graduated from good management business school, and I was kind of very good in doing these presentations. But when we shifted working from home, there was kind of silos created, and I felt that probably my skills have degraded as well. So that's how it impacted me both professionally. Personally, I have a friend. I used to have a friend, very good friend from the undergraduation. We used to connect at really personal level, seek help from each other. But he shifted to Bangalore just before COVID, and then I just heard that he was impacted with COVID, and we lost him. So I faced it like COVID has impacted both personally and professionally.
Next. If you could switch your life with somebody for a day, who would it be and why?
I love myself. I don't want to switch my life with anybody, because I want to experience different things, whatever this world can show to me. I want to live, I want to experience, I want to be at different locations, but I want to be just Sunil Sharma, or as my pet name is Lucky. I want to be like that only. Because in this life only, I have experienced so many things. I come from a small village, hill station, and then I have traveled different locations in India and an opportunity to outside of India also. So wherever I have lived, I have tried to be
as someone said that in Rome, do what the Romans do. So I can transform myself. I have that adaptability to experience and enjoy the place and the people wherever I am. I can enjoy them being myself also. So even if I am at the zenith of my career, and if I will ever have the opportunity to, bite the bullet, I will be myself only. I will never change my individual self. I will experience different people. I allow everyone around me to impact me. That's very important. If I'm meeting anyone, I am a very good, admirer of Mr. Ashish because of his, the way, the energy he brings in. So there, I have taken a lot from him. I have taken a lot from him, but being myself only. So I have learned a lot from so many people in my life, but I have not changed my identity because that's the only thing I possess. Everything else is worldly thing, and it is going to be temporary. So I will never ever to be like to be someone else. I'll be myself, and I'll be open for all kind of changes, and I'll adapt, and I'll live my life on the way it is. Right?
Great approach to this topic, and this is also word of the day and phase of the day as well. Next person. Describe a rainy day. Describe a rainy day and your memories associated with it.
Being from the hilly state of Jammu and Kashmir, I have the opportunity to go through these phases of. Sorry, you have to switch it. My mobile. Yeah, you can switch it off. Sorry. Should I repeat? Yeah, go ahead. Being from the hilly state of Jammu and Kashmir, I have the opportunity to go through those rainy phases. That not in once or twice, but in continuity. Can you feel? You might be the people who are living in the urban cities, who are living in the metros, always vouching for it. Oh, what a beautiful scenery! The greenery is here. The rain is falling, and you are just looking at the hilly areas outside, just outside your window. But my dear friends, that's not the real case. When we step outside, the road condition is very poor. If you put your one leg here, you don't know where you will get the other one. If we have to go outside to buy some medicine or some essential utilities, we have to wait for someone if we don't, afford our personal convenience at that point of time. And people are just, asking for help or, convinced to go to some places. It all looks good. It looks good in the pictures. It looks good in the movies. It might be good at the outside, abroad, where you have all the facilities, irrespective whether you are the urban areas or you are, at the remote areas. But in a country, it's good, but only for some time, not in continuity.
Next person. Anybody from the virtual audience?
Yeah, I would like to go next.
Okay, Vishal. So the topic for you is, how do you think work-life balance is important in our lives, and what do you do to maintain it?
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Kanupriya, for that topic. It's been almost, I would say, 9 years since I have started my professional journey. I remember straight out of the college way back in 2013. That was my first experience of the corporate world. I vividly remember the initial days. Like when you join an organization, you don't understand, why the companies are basically paying you. Where do you fit in the larger, scheme of things? What kind of impact do you deliver to the company, right? At that time, I and my colleagues who joined from the same college, we were bunch of free birds. We used to play and experience all the sports in the office, and obviously at that time I didn't had much responsibility. Uh, when I was 4 years into working for that company, the responsibilities that I had on my shoulder were more than what they were earlier. I started feeling a little bit of pressure at that time, but still it was really, I would say, manageable. But since I have switched to a new role where I'm currently working as a strategy consultant, I have realized that it's very important to have work-life balance. You will always have stress in your life, and I mean, we are in a world where we cannot ignore these things because like there's kind of competition everywhere. So you don't have to think about not having stress, but rather looking at the ways to manage this stress. Now, what I feel, what I do to kind of uh, like make me sane and keep me sane is basically I devote Monday to Friday to my work, and then Saturday, Sunday are like for my own enjoyment. I do regular activities during the week as well. Like I cycle a lot. I watch movies so that I have a balance of the work as well as a time dedicated to my professional self. And on the weekends, I play football. I do other things as well. So I think uh, there are a lot of things that you can do. Try to find a hobby outside the work, which kind of takes your mind away from the work. And if one advice I want to give you is don't think about work 24/7. That is something where even I am struggling right now. I'm like looking at different strategies on how I can improve there. But yeah, try to pick a hobby and be diligent about performing that. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Kanupriya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. I think it's very important for all of us to have a boundary between your personal life and your professional life, especially when, we are working from home. So, next would want to go. What do you think is better, working for somebody, which is a job, or working for yourself as an entrepreneur?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kanupriya. Working for somebody else or working for yourself. I think before this debate, we have to understand, do you have the freedom even to work for yourself? So there can be cases when your family is dependent on you, when you don't have the funding that is required for, let's say you have a great idea, but you don't have the funding. So I think before we come to the discussion of whether to work for yourself or work in a job, we have to understand what precedes that. So in today's culture, there's a lot of buzz around entrepreneurship, and I really support that. I really support entrepreneurship because that is how countries are built. That is how growth comes to a nation. But also, we have to understand the risk that comes with that. Working in a job, sometimes it can be, as the last topic was discussed, there can be difficulty with work-life balance. But there is also a safety net of a regular income. And you do not have to decide, you do not have to get business. So in that sense, you have a very certainty, you understand what needs to be done, you have very specific requirements. In that sense, I think job is a safety net, but if you have the courage to go and become an entrepreneur, and if your conditions allow, if you have that freedom, if you have that privilege that you can go and become an entrepreneur, you have an idea that you can work for, then I think working for yourself would be the most rewarding thing anyone can do. That's it. Thank you.
I think well said, that it depends on a lot of situations, whether you have the money for it or whether you have the freedom to do it or if anybody is dependent on you. So I personally feel the best way to switch from a job to entrepreneur is to keep continuing your job and gradually shift, from your job to a passion or to something that, fulfills you. So next, I have a few good topics. It's a very easy topic. How do you think social media has impacted our lives?
As we know, everything has two aspects, positives, negatives. Social media also has two aspects. It depends on person to person, situations to situations, how you perceive this new age of social media. If we talk about positives, you get to know what is going around in the world. I have stopped watching television for a very long time. I don't watch news. I get all the informations through social media, specifically from Instagram, hovering through all the reels, the memes that are there. They are very relevant. Some people might say you are wasting time, but they are good source of information at the same time. Plus, they are source of entertainment. You don't have to go to Netflix all the time, YouTube, or watch television, binge watch movie, TV series to get that sort of entertainment. You can spend 20 minutes on Instagram or any social media you prefer. They are good source of entertainment. Now talking about negatives, they do have some negatives that can affect your life. For example, they do waste a lot of time. You decided that you'll be spending just 30 minutes, but you kind of spent 1 hour, 2 hours, or even more than that. According to some stats, people usually spend more than 5 hours, 6 hours per day over these social medias that are there. So we are wasting a lot of times. They are kind of distraction. You're busy in something, you have some critical works, some deadlines to meet, but because of social medias, they are very distracting, and you might not meet the deadlines that you were supposed to complete. So I would say everything has two sides. Social media also has two sides, positives, negatives. It depends on you and how you use it. Thank you.
I also personally believe that social media has both positive and negative impacts. And one thing that I find very interesting about social media is that it shows you exactly what you want to see. To my mother, it will show all the recipes, all the Ayurvedic nuksas. But to me, it will show all the good things to do on the weekend or exercises to do at the gym. But then at the same time, we end up spending a lot of our time on social media. I once, went through my history on, like in my settings, there's an option where you can see like how many hours did you spend on Instagram. So it was 4 hours one day. So yeah. Should we end it or?
Nitish promised last time that he will attempt table topic.
Yeah.
Nitish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, after Sharad, Nitish can go. So the topic for you is what is your favorite way to relax and unwind after a long day?
So guys, after a long day spent in office, maybe 8 to 10 hours, busy in meetings, presentations, or maybe facing your angry boss, when you come your house for relaxation, the best way I think is do nothing. Seriously, just do nothing, relax, calm your mind, and have a glass of water, and you will see after 15 or half an hour, you feel better. Your mind is in a transition zone from office mode to your social mode. So give your mind a time so that it can shift to your normal social mode, and then you can, whatever you have planned your day in advance, you can do like that.
like maybe reading a book, maybe have a get together with friends, or maybe you have a Netflix to watch, or maybe you have a yoga or a gym session to attend. So you can do all the activity after that. So I think by this way you can relax yourself. And one thing or more you can add, if you are a shower lover like me, so you can have a shower, and all those the negativity you have, you can wash it away and have a cool mind, and keeps cool thoughts coming to your mind. And by this way, I think it's a perfect way to relax yourself.
Rahul wants to go next. Okay.
So, Nitish, hi. The topic for you is if you could be an animal for a day, which one would you choose and why?
This is for
Can you come again? If you can be.
If you could choose to be an animal for a day, which one would it be and why?
Okay. I think I'll choose two animals. First is I would like to be a bird. The reason I'll choose the bird because you can fly, you can travel to different places, and moreover, it's not only about you can fly, you can go anywhere. You don't have to pay for it as well. It's free. That's one thing. And another would be the dog. I'll choose to be a dog because dogs are uh, I think everyone. I think most of the people love to have a dog, and they are the most. I would say. I think personally, it's the most lovely animal. You can keep them as pet. You can spend time with them, and when you come from, I mean, we discuss about work-life balance. When you come from office and you spend time with a dog, it takes all the stress. It takes away all the stress that you had in your office, or maybe in your not only only in your office, also in your personal life. It takes away all the stress. So I think probably I'll choose these two.
Okay, thank you so much. I think I would also personally want to be a pet dog because they have the best relaxing life and they get all the luxuries of the world.
I always the first thing came to my mind was Ranveer Kapoor.
Okay, so the next would be
Rahul.
Rahul. Okay. So the topic for you is what's your favorite thing about the city that you were born into, your hometown?
okay. So actually, I'm from the time of 80s and 90s. So that was a time where TV and internet was not there, and TV was also not readily available. So my birth was from a rural town, which is in Haryana. So it is more of a small village. So the best thing was that life was very easy. Means as of now, like you have given so many topics on the social media and other things. So there was no social media. We had to play with friends in the playground. We were enjoying the life of going to the ponds, going to the agricultural fields and our gardens. So it was a life where we were enjoying from the heart. But right now, like if I compare the present life, we are just enjoying on the cell phones, spending 6 hours, 10 hours on the cell phone means it's giving nothing except the mental stress. Even if I say about myself, till last week, it was 10 hours screen time. So I reduced it to 6 hours now. But even 6 hours is also very harmful for health. So the best thing that I like about the place where I was born is that even today they do not have very much means very good internet connection. So even if I go there today also, because of no internet connection, there would be very less connectivity to the social media, and it will give me a chance to live with myself. to live with my thoughts, which are now stuck with the social media only. So this is the only thing that I love about the place where I born is freedom from technology and internet. And it gives a chance to live your fullest life.
Thank you. I think we've had that kind of childhood where we were, so addicted with social media. I don't think so. There's going to be a next generation with a childhood without social media. They're all still such an expert in, scrolling through internet, using the mobile phones. So I'll also just share one thing that I shifted from Delhi to Gurgaon 5 years back, and I've grown and brought up in Delhi. And when we shifted to Gurgaon 5 years back, I was very much worried. Me and my sister, we were worried about how will we go to Sarojini Nagar from Gurgaon to Delhi. Then I realized that this is what I love about Delhi, that it has lots of markets which are not there in Delhi. Okay. Are we done?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
So let's give a huge round of applause to our table master. Now we are about to come to the very last section. Just continuing the theme, the toast to Toastmasters. And I think there is a Toastmaster in all of us, right? It was dormant perhaps before we joined it. Now it's active. But how much activity is it depend upon each one of us. I think there is that Rahul inside us, inside each one of us, who can come out and who can say that I have transformed myself from being a not so good public speaker to being an extraordinary public speaker. Whether I am right now, the answer is no. I am in my journey. Sometimes, I actually punch myself by saying that, is your progress fast enough? I think it can never be fast enough. It can always be faster. And that's I think the excellence mindset, which we keep pushing ourselves to go one step ahead, faster, better, and so on and so forth. And I think each one of us is already trying in that direction, but we can try harder. And today's session, I believe, will help all of us in making that attempt to go harder, faster towards our goals. We all have our own sets of goals, but meeting them, the path which we have chosen is going to help us. I think we covered the pathway of this entire group. Yours is also covered. Dhaneshwar, yours is covered, right? Presentation mastery is covered. Anyone's path we have not yet covered? There is no one of my path. Am I the only one? There's no one. Team collaboration. No one wants. All right. So mine is team collaboration, by the way. And it's an interesting path, I must say. Now I have to sell it so that I get more and more people to it's an interesting path. The reason I joined Toastmasters is I wanted to improve my persuading skills. And the parts which got listed, I thought team collaboration, because largely nowadays, one very unique thing which is happening is that even your subordinate is your team member. Like when we were the subordinate, our boss has told something that used to be gospel. Now, if your boss has told something, they say, okay, fine, we'll see it. Right? So unless you are able to influence your team member positively, forget it that by just being your boss, by just being a leader, you will be able to influence the person. So the journey which I started was to improve my influencing skill and improve the skills in order to communicate something persuasively, so that people are not, I don't have to shout or I don't have to beg. Shouting doesn't work. So I don't have to beg in order for them to comply. Instead, I can give them the more reason which helps me to get them do what they are not doing otherwise. So I think that's the path I'm in, and looking forward for an accelerated journey. Keep in mind that we have that caterpillar inside us, waiting to turn into a butterfly. How soon can it be? Depend upon each one of us. And I'm sure you can do it faster, you can do it better. Now we move to our last section, that's the evaluation section. We invite our general evaluator on the stage.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster and Toastmaster Ashish. What a great session it was. So I'm back with a report. So first, I would like to call all my tag team, Toastmaster Sarath. Okay. So first, I like to call all the speech evaluator, Toastmaster Assis, who evaluated my next round speech.
Today, the two other speakers who were supposed to speak are stuck up in PTMs. Both are in PTMs. See the uniqueness. So parenting is the order of the day today. The one who was saying I'm doubtful has joined. The one who was saying I might be late has not joined at all. So that's how it is. But anyway, starting with my target speaker today, Toastmaster Rahul. Naam to suna hoga. They say journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. And I want to compliment first the step taken by Toastmaster Rahul to come to a different Toastmaster clubbing physical setting and give a speech. Let's give him a round of applause. It will inspire all of us to do that. I believe going to other clubs and giving a speech is a very nice way when you get out of your comfort zone. After a while, we start becoming a little more comfortable with each other. So that stage fright goes off. And we have to go outside to get that back on. Kudos for having a great job, man. What I loved about your speech, the topic you chose was very relatable. We have all been a roommate in one way or the other way, sometimes for one or few days, for sometimes for a year or so. That it was very relatable. The title was very nice, and the way you started was very good. That an offer was given to me. It took us into different memories, but he said he offered me. So we want to get confused that she offered is something which is not really good, but he offered was something interesting. So and your speech was full of humor. And I believe humor is something which engages the audience. It's the simplest way to engage the audience. It's not the easiest, especially for people like me. It doesn't come natural. But the way you did it was fabulous. It was throughout your speech, humor was intertwined. It started very well. You got the audience laughing with you, and that's a good way to engage the audience. And I thought you delivered your purpose of the speech very well. The aspects of mysterious smell of the fridge. Will you be my roommate? They were interesting anecdotes intertwined in your speech. The second thing which I want to specifically highlight is the comfort level of yours. I felt that stage was yours. I felt this space was like you were walking like this very easily. So I think that comfort and ease was visible on the stage. So normally when we are in a foreign land, that some bit of uneasiness comes into all of us, and I think that's a good trait which you have. Keep it up. It's a special one to have it, and I think it will take you long. Uh, the third aspect, the specific beginning of the speech was very well done. To take your speech from good to great level, I have a couple of cents of recommendation. First, what I would recommend is in your ending, you can broaden it. While all of us would have had a roommate, but it's not that we are going to have many roommates in our life. The next mates are going to be our spouses, right? So where the rules of the game are slightly different. Perhaps you would widen it and give the learning to the audience what you took away from your speech, what you want them to take it for. There were aspects covered indirectly, but those could be more lucidly covered, like relationship, like the power of living with the negatives of the person and then trying to leverage the positives to take the journey forward. And I think that broadening could have enlarged the impact of your speech, and you had the time. You ended at about green cards, so you had the time to communicate what the roommate diaries has it for the audience, other than the laughter, other than the good storytelling. Right? What can they leverage in terms of their life? So I thought that aspect you could have included. Secondly, I thought you could have also used a little bit of role play. There was the maid, there was the roommate, there was space to bring in a little bit of dialogue. He said in a particular tone, she said in a particular tone, right? That again accentuate the level of speech, and that allows you to bring in some voice modulation, right? When you are otherwise in a normal storytelling, the role play is a good way to engage your audience. Overall, I thought you had very good humor, very nice start, and extremely good comfort level on the stage despite being on the new one. With improved ending and leveraging the role play, you could take the speech to the next level. Excellent.
So now I would like to call our tag team, Toastmaster for the timing report.
So guys, as you can see the timer report on the screen, and today guest Rahul took 5 minutes 9 seconds for the prepared speeches, and for the table topics, Toastmaster Pratik took 2 minutes 20 seconds, guest Saloni took 52 seconds, Toastmaster Sunil took 1 minute 52 seconds, Toastmaster Runner took 1 minute 12 seconds. Toastmaster Vishal took 2 minutes 40 seconds. Toastmaster Harsh took 1 minute 59 seconds. Toastmaster Guest Rahul took 2 minutes 27 seconds. Myself took 1 minute 55 seconds. Toastmaster Nitesh took 1 minute 10 seconds. And Toastmaster Rahul took 1 minute 50 seconds. And Toastmaster Ashish for the evaluation section took 4 minutes. So with all this, only one disqualification I can see is there, and rest all are in the time. And very well use of the time is could also seen in this report. And well, with this, I think congratulations to all of you for this, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sharad. Now I will call our counter, Toastmaster Harsh.
Thank you, Mr. Dhanesh. So I'm not able to project my screen, but I will. And first of all, apologies because I was 20 minutes late, so I could not start from the get-go. But I'll go with my report. So Toastmaster Ashish, there were 3 plus mentions of R, 3 plus mentions of so, and there were 2 repeats. Also, I would like to also highlight that Toastmaster Ashish and Ganupriya, they had a very long time of speaking. So I think the number of these repeated words or filler words should be taken note accordingly. Next, Toastmaster Sharad, 3 plus R, 3 plus so. Guest Rahul, the prepared speech was flawless. In the table topic, there was once use of R, and there was 3 plus uses of repeated words. Toastmaster Dhaneshwar, I could not capture as the most of the speaking time was before I arrived at the location. I could not judge myself. Toastmaster Vishal had 3 plus use of R, 1 like, and 1 you know. Toastmaster Mayank had 1 use of R, and there was 1 use of repeat. I don't particularly remember exactly the word. Toastmaster Rahul had 3 plus use of R and 3 plus use of so. Toastmaster Kanupriya had 3 plus use of R, 3 plus use of so, and 3 plus use of you know. Toastmaster Prateek had 3 plus use of R. Toastmaster Sunil had 3 use of R, 1 use of so, and 3 use of you know. Toastmaster Anurag had 3 plus use of you know. Other than that, it was false. Nitish had 3 use of R and 1 use of you know. Do I need to give evaluation for guest Saloni? Guest Saloni had 3 plus use of R and 1 use of so. Thank you. That's my.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harsh. Now I would like to call Grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Vishal. This is
Thank you, Toastmaster Dhaneshwar. So the word of the day and the phrase of the day has been used only by one single person, our lovely Toastmaster Sunil. So a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Sunil for using both of those words, and that too in a table topic, in an impromptu topic. So great work, Sunil. What I have also realized during the session is that whenever we include any phrase of the day, I would like rather call it as idiom of the day. Every idiom has some origin. So I thought that like I'll just give you some context of like how the phrase or the idiom bite the bullet was coined, and maybe in the future, whoever takes a grammarian role and brings idiom of the day can educate everyone about how the phrase was originated. So bite the bullet actually way back before anesthesia was developed to give to the patient. It was supposed like people are supposed to use bullet and bite it between their teeth to basically endure the pain that they go through during the medical procedures. So that's where the phrase bite the bullet comes from. Okay, so coming to the good usage of the word, Toastmaster Ashish used a really great word called reticent, which I think is someone who does not share his feelings or someone who does not opens up very easily to people. There was another great line, rather, I would say, that there is a caterpillar inside all of us waiting to transform into a butterfly. So a really great word used by Toastmaster Ashish again. Toastmaster Mayank used a really nice line that we are living in an era of information revolution. I mean, uh, as someone who works in the technology, we use digital revolution, digital transformation like bread and butter every day. But this word information revolution was new to me. So a great job there, Toastmaster Mayank. Toastmaster Pratik used the word mental dilemma. I think I have heard it for the first time, so a really great usage of the word. And then Toastmaster Ashish used a really nice line that the journey of 1,000 mile starts with a single step. So I think that aptly summarizes the theme for the today. The not so good usage, I'll highlight what was the word which was said and how we could have said it. So since the conversation was in the present, like the word was used that notification popped up. I guess again, since it was in the present, so it could have been notification pops up. Another word which was used that coming to home after a long time at work. What it means is that you might be at work for many days and then you come back to your house. It could have been coming to home after a long day at work. There was another phrase used that have you ever find yourself in a situation? It should have been have you ever found yourself in a situation? Another word which was used was whatever you have planned your day in advance. So it should have been whatever you have planned for the day in advance. Another phrase is one thing more you can add. I think it could have been one more thing you can add. Then someone used that my birth was from small town. I think a more concise way to write, like say or write it would have been I was born in a small town. And then lastly, there was a word used that we all are addicted with social media. Generally, when we say addicted, so we are addicted to a particular thing. So it could have been addicted to social media. So that's my report for today. Again, great choice of words, like everyone today in the meeting. And a special round of applause again for Toastmaster Sunil. Back to you, Toastmaster Danishwar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vital, for that detailed report. I think you become master with this role. Every time it is so good. So I'm back with my report. So the meeting started at 11:32 with Sajatana, me, and President Officer Toastmaster Vidusi with very warm welcome with all the members and especially our guest. And quickly hand over the stage to our Toastmaster, the Toastmaster Assis. And our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Assis. You did a really very great. I think your theme was Toast to Toastmaster. The concept was unique and an idea was very interesting. And you talk about the journey of from how Toastmaster you have taken and explain all the part and encourage all the members to complete their level and by within a month and even by taking the page on the stage. That was really great. And you all the members were totally encouraged during a session. So overall, you have done wonderful job. Then on your evaluation, speech evaluation to Toastmaster Rahul, you did you provide all the details and structured feedback following CRC, that is commendation, recommendation, and commendation. So there's nothing from my side any recommendation. Next, on table topic session, Toastmaster Kanupia, you have done a brilliant job. I think you have done this the first time. You're taking this role. So people start brilliant. So I don't feel that it was first time. It like you experienced tabletop master. So that was very great. The only recommendation from my side that in Toastmaster we always introduce the topic in a pattern like name, topic, topic, name. Just for example, Toastmaster sir, the topic is how you spend your time, how you spend your time, Toastmaster sir. So this is the only recommendation I can give. Rest, everything, the topic was so easy, and even all the members had participated during this your table topic session. And now I will like to provide some special feedback to all the table topic. First, Toastmaster Pratik. The topic was powered for forgiveness and let it go. So when you heard the topic, you jump into your topic and you delivered it very well. But only thing is that a little bit I see your eye contact was not in the camera or the dot. So in virtual or online, you need to focus on the camera so that we get to know that you are concentrating with all the audience. The only recommendation from my side, rest, your topic was great. Yes, Saloni, COVID impact on your life. You shared your personal story. Sorry for that was sorry. Okay, yes, Pooja, COVID impact your life. You shared your personal story. Recommendation from my side is only that when you are on the stage, you have to look all the audience. I see most of the time you just looking to Kanupi only on the left side, right side. Rest, your topic was good. You know, don't feel that you are giving impromptu speech on the stage. It's like a prepared speech. Toastmaster Tunil, switch your life with anybody. You started that you don't want, you love yourself. That was very great. Because if you love ourselves, there's nothing need to change from, you need to develop. So that was great. You don't want to change your identity. That was great. Nothing from recommendation on my side. In Toastmaster Anurag, describe your rainy day. You talked everything about your place, your hometown, that how rain and all, sleepy parts and all. The only recommendation from my side, I saw, sorry, not recommendation. The best part is your body language, your hand gestures, you're moving from this side to this side. That was really good. The only thing that I recommend that is use more time. I see you have only used 1 hour 20 minutes, I think. So you can use it more by using that way. Then Toastmaster Visa, what balance life important in your life? Everything's great. The only recommendation on my side is you are using much filler, but using like so many time during your speech. So I suggest that take a small pause. Just your speech was great, and the timing was around 2 to 40 minutes. So keep little bit mind with the timing. So you complete your speech within the time allotted with you. Toastmaster Hers, work for somebody, work as usual. Work for somebody or work for yourself. So you describe two things that for working yourself, what are the things you require? The financial, all the support, everything described in your topic. So from starting to end, your topic was really good. Rest, nothing I see that you're using a hand like this and this. So next time when you come on the stage, little bit of body language also I can suggest that you can use it. Then guest Rahul, social media impact your life. You expect everything you said was great. So nothing recommended from my side that you delivered a speech, body movement, hand gesture, eye contact was totally good. Toastmaster Sarath, favorite way to relax. We jumped into topic and he said the best way to take relax is nothing to do. That interact the audience. So that was very good. Guest Nitesh, if you could choice among a day, what we choice among a day? So you would be like to be a bird. So that was the thing that you want to be a bird and you want to fly everywhere. So your topic, you choose the topic and you said in very well. There's nothing comparison. Next book master of the day, mind. The topic book was Power of Unwavering Focus. So the when you started, you asking on Sunil that coming phone. Well, that was something great. That's attract all the audience with your topic. So that was really great. So even I was shocked when you suddenly told that Sunil stop using phone. So your structure was telling information, structure information, everything was, and he told all the audience that read the book, you get to know how you will focus in your life. And you told that phone is not a distraction. So the things which you are using is not a distraction. The way you are using is the important thing. So you well said that in your book, master. So if I miss anything, sorry, but this is all my report. And over to you, Toastmaster, with the Toastmaster.
So we have done a pledge today. Let's remember it. Our VP education is not there today, but we'll pass on your pledges to her to help you track yourself. In case there is any reason which is holding you back, as I said, no pressure, right? It's neither by putting undue pressure, we kill ourselves and we actually create a problem around our environment as well. Relax, but in case things are good, put pressure. Over last 4 days, I want to share with you that I joined a morning yoga session. I've been doing yoga when I was child, but since quite a few years, I was not being able to be regular. So on Facebook, I saw this yoga called 14 Days Yoga Challenge, and I took that. And the yoga teacher who's teaching us said something very nice. He said, "Give trouble to your body, or your body will give trouble to you." Right? So I love that. It says do stretches, let it pain while the stretch is, otherwise it will give trouble to you. And I think this is a little bit about our life as well. If we remain in our zone, which is outside our comfort zone, in a good time, then of course bad times also we'll be able to tackle much more better. Rather, if we remain in our comfort zone, don't take any role, don't take any activity, plan our speech. Who was that? July. That's a little bit of too much of comfort zone. He said, I love the way he said, no, I'm completing two speeches. All the audience members were thinking he will say, yeah, level 1 is coming in May only. But he said, I completed two speeches. Level 1 I'll finish in July or August. That was very nice. But yeah, but no pressure. Okay, this is for ourselves. This is not, we're not doing it for anybody. It's like that work on our own body. This is our own intellect. Work on our own intellect. We're not doing it for anybody. We're doing it for ourselves. And I wish all of you a great journey in Toastmasters. Remember, our job is not to improve only from here to here. I think it will not be a good justice to the investment of time and money which you are making. Only improves. You will improve, right? But this much is not what you and I should really target. But we will target to become from a caterpillar to butterfly. I'm sure each one of you. Look forward. Over to Vidushi Nagdev for the closing.
So much, Toastmaster Ashish. Such a lovely session we had today. I really enjoyed the topics everyone spoke about in the table topics as well. Prateek has shared the voting link in chat box and in WhatsApp groups. Please check that and vote for your favorite role players today. Now let's start with guest feedback. Please, Ashish, can you help me with the guest feedback?
Rahul, we can start with you.
Thank you so much.
I really liked the meeting, first of all. It was great coming here and giving this speech. Before I joined or made the decisions to actually give speech in Eloquent Club, I was very nervous. I thought, will I be able to actually handle the situation? How will people react? But I must say, everybody is very friendly, very supportive. And this is the case, and that's the beauty of Toastmasters. Everywhere you go, you will find a group of supportive people. I love this session. And a special thanks to Toastmaster Ashish. You can see the experience. The two recommendations he mentioned, those are the two areas I struggle with. And he found those pointers and shared. So thank you. And again, thanks to Toastmaster Dhaneshwar. He was very supportive and allowed me to actually participate here in physical meeting and give this speech. With this, I also invite each one of you to participate in another club as well. In our club as well, you can give the speech. Just let me know. You will have my number, or you can connect with Dhaneshwar. He has my number. Do give speeches in my club as well. Looking forward to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rahul. Now, Pooja?
That's like the unique experience for us. I'm being called with some other name. I'm still figuring out who that person is. And then I figured out there are only three females. I know Sushi, they probably are referencing me as well.
See the minds.
Okay. Yeah, so I was pretty much aware of little bit on the format of how it goes with the Toastmaster. But this was the first time I heard about the book masters, and I think that's something very unique and very interesting when you presented the book and the learning. I think you encourage very well the entire group on how they should participate, the level of growth they should look at. I think that's something which I'm seeking for myself. And I think you provided the comfort and the feedback so that everyone knows where they stand and what kind of path they need to grow into. I think that's a very good and constructive way of conducting these meetings. So thank you for having me here.
Thank you for your insightful feedback, Pooja. We hope to see you in our future Toastmaster meetings. Are all the guests done?
Yeah, maybe Vidushi, since Toastmaster Harsh is his first Toastmasters meeting, we should hear it from him also how it went.
Sure, sure.
Congratulate him for becoming a Toastmaster.
Yeah. Harsh is in the physical set. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish and Toastmaster Vidushi. So, yeah, for me, this is my second in-person meeting, and both the times I have been late, and I will not repeat that. So that is not how I usually do. Actually, I was not able to book an auto today, so that's why I got late. Coming to the feedback, as usual, the energy of this Toastmaster Club has been phenomenal, and in terms of feedback, I don't think I have any feedback as such. I think all the evaluations cover the feedback of individuals very well, and the feedbacks are very constructive in nature, and they're very specific as well, right? So that will help eventually for people to improve. So, like for me, Dhaneshwar said, like I can use body movement more in my next topics. So I think that specific and constructive feedback is something that will, as Toastmaster Ashley was saying, will help us grow not just here but till there. So yeah, that's a from me.
Thank you, Harsh, for your feedback. Okay, so the results are out for the voting. Just a second.
Yeah, Dhaneshwar can announce on your behalf, Toastmaster Vidushi, since you can't turn on your camera.
Okay, okay, great. Thank you so much.
Just drop it as result on my WhatsApp.
Yeah.
While Vidushi is doing, for all of your knowledge, district conference. Many of us were there in the division conference. The next level of that district conference is happening on, I think, 17th to 19th of May. The charges of that is 9,000.
Early applied.
And it's still 9,000 only. Yes, for a twin sharing room, right? For two nights. So you get to stay in 5-star hotel for 2 nights, all the meals, etc., all 3 meals included. So it's just about the cost of what you are going to stay. There are no charges normally when they make. That's how the structure is. So yeah, in case anybody would like, last time I was there in the district convention and it was amazing. Actually, that was the one which inspired me that I should also participate in the contest. Last year I was there because I was area director. So Last year, Jawahar was participating in the district conference as well. So last year I was there. This year I'm not planning to. So any one of you is planning, I would strongly encourage. It's a very good opportunity. So if you can, you must. So it's a good opportunity. Those of you who are looking for a roommate can have one. Right?
Information I'm going there. So. I'm already decided to see we can catch up.
Exactly. So you get to meet many like-minded people. So in case you guys have time and you're available, I would recommend you to.
So now I have the result. So for auxiliary role player between grammarian, our contact timer and bookmaster. So there's a close fight between grammarian, Toastmaster Vishal and bookmaster Toastmaster Mayank. The winner, any guess? Mayank. So, best role player. Toastmaster of the day. Best speech evaluator.
Encourage best speaker.
I think you don't need to guess who will best speaker.
This is the best way of winning an award.
Yeah, absolutely. During tabletop speaker. Oh, there's a tie. So, Toastmaster Anurag, Toastmaster Sunil.
Amazing.
Both from the state. That's another very interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a good one.
I hope you have enjoyed the meeting. Bye, everyone.
Right. Okay. We will have a disconnect now. Oh, we have to have a group photo.
Yes.
Yes, guys, turn on your cameras.
There is a lot of empty space in between. Can you come a little bit closer? Yeah. Okay, I'm taking picture. Just be in the same position. Let me take a couple of more. Done. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend. See you next week.
Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely weekend.